Norman. I'm an artist, an author, a poet, a motivational speaker, you name it. 6 in one, 6 in one hand, 6 in the other, that's me. And I was glad to be able to share this opportunity today to come here to the Delaware Art Museum and share my work. I went to Del Castle and took up commercial art there. And then once I graduated, I worked for a year, and then I went on to the Art Institute of Philadelphia, where I majored in illustration and design, and I really loved it. But nobody told me that once I graduated, you know, back in the 70s, that you're never going to get a job in this field unless you have 5 years on-the-job experience. Well, where are you going to get the experience from if you never get a job? So then I had to switch careers, and I went into preschool, and I became a pre-K teacher for 20 years, and I used my art experience with my children. They loved it, and we always got Bulletin Boys of the Year and all that good stuff because of my art talent. So this piece was done with acrylic, which is my favorite only paint, because I like the fact that it quick dries. You make a mistake, you want to change something, within 30 minutes or less, you're on your way. You know, you're changing your work. The name of it is Somebody Stole My Rainbow, and it has to do with the death of my granddaughter, 23 years of age, on the streets of Wilmington, Delaware, out in Newcastle. Her life was taken from us. And she was bright, she was vivid. I loved the way she wore her colors, her clothes and things. And she did leave us with a blessing though. Her daughter was 2 years old when she passed, and her name is Zeta, while the mother's name was Zaira. And so this piece to me represents her. And the rainbows in her glasses is because that next morning after them finding her dead, it had poured rain, and at the end of the block, where I live on Kirkwood Street, there's a school there, Stubbs School. Anybody know that area? Mm-hmm. Stubbs School. Right over the school, I promise you, was the beautifulest, brightest rainbow ever. And some of her friends that were out there took pictures and sent it to her mom, my daughter-in-law, and her father, and my son. And I was like, wow, look at that rainbow. And so, you know, artistically, my mind started thinking. And so that's how I came up with this piece. And like I did say, I'm also an author. My book. I want to read to you the poem that goes along with this piece. Somebody stole my rainbow. Somebody stole my rainbow. It was literally ripped right out of the sky. I remember when, I just don't remember why. You see, I'm really missing that warm glow that used to shine through. I ponder and I wonder, who would take my beautiful rainbow from me? Baby, you wore your colors and clothes so proudly. You might see me walking around with my head held high. Don't worry, I'm just fronting, because a sea of tears are hiding behind my eyes. I'm searching the sky as things go by, looking for you, attached to that very next rainbow displayed across the sky. This poem is in honor of my granddaughter, Zaira Renee Jones, who will forever be 23. Thank you. And I think the only person that's here today that really knows me is Shannon. So if I was to introduce myself to you, it would sound like this. Who am I? I am me, just like you are you, and she is she. I'm a woman of morals and standards and spirituality. You see, in me, you guys now have a brand new friend, because I believe in confidentiality, yet you need to know who am I. I'm an artist, a teacher, and a poet, but I have many more God-given talents. You see, you just need to know it. For I wear my canvas on my chest, near my heart, decorating my breast. Now my talents, these are all gifts from God above. So in all that I do, I must show love. Yet you still need to know who am I. Well, I'm the sister that walks down the street, and I'm not afraid of the challenges that life has had me to meet. But then again, I'm also the educator with the booming voice, and I make sure you know. In all you do, you have a choice. But then again, y'all, I'm that girl that can sing that slang very fluently, because really my age has nothing to do with me. Or I'll bring the noise if it needs to come. You see, I don't have a problem dealing with anyone, because I can break it down and reach you right where you sit or stand. Never let it be said that I cannot converse with my fellow man. Now, I'm sure after all this, you now know who I am, because I am me just like you are you, and she is she. Age is nothing more than mind over matter. Trust me, if you don't mind, it might not matter. But if you can make it, don't fake it. Step back and let somebody qualified take it. And who am I? Crystal Bainer, Norman, straight up in boxing. I know I'm off the chain, but when I'm gone, it's my words that I want to remain. Thank you.
First of all, I love you, Miss Crystal. One, thank you for sharing your very personal painting and story, and just nothing but love and light to you and your family. And I love that you've captured not only in words, but also, you know, eternally through your artwork, your rainbow and your rainbow story. And I love everything about this piece. I love it. I love the yellow background and then the punch of colors everywhere, as well as, you know, even just the fact that you have her almost talking and sharing with her facial expressions. So yeah, I love it.
I love how you express it with both words and painting. It's beautiful. It's very vibrant, jumps out at you, and to know the whole story, it's really awesome. And I feel honored that you shared that with everyone here.
I love that you've chosen a colored background rather than just doing like white canvas and just leaving it like that, because it helps to really emphasize the characteristics and what you're drawing and representing, because sometimes it tends to just kind of like run out and just done.
I really like that even though they're dark, you still see detail, but also like I like how the yellow contrasts to like the rainbow, because you need the sun to make the rainbow. You need the blue rain, you need everything, and I think I see like all of that, but I see like the guidance of the eye from your chest up to your eyes, like that whole kind of movement. It shows like it's poetic. It matches your poetic style in the way you guide with that visuals. Like it might not be even just the way the art style is slightly different and you know, unique, but the guidance still matches you. Like it still brings it cohesively together.
I love the intricacy of the head, the lines, the black and white, and the movement. It's alive almost. Like I don't know why my eyes going to that. It's just there's so much richness to that to me. It's beautiful. Never mind the rest of it. Just that one characteristic there struck me when I saw it sitting there. I love patterns and lines, and that, to me, that's meditative yet lively, and I don't know, I just feel like it's what's going on in her head.
I want to say something.